Michigan Wolverines at the crossroads of college football by John U. Bacon. What the hell does that even mean? A review by Jeff Arnold for Forbes has gotten the attention of college football fans on social media, especially for its SEC mention. Harbaugh, who has made plenty of enemies south of the Mason-Dixon line since taking over at Michigan, has poked the cages SEC coaches repeatedly, and in the book speaks to the disparity in spending by simply telling Bacon, quote, "It's hard to beat the cheaters," close quote. This dude's amazing. Cool. I mean, Jesus. I mean, disparity in spending. Wasn't there an article in the paper the other day where Michigan spends twice as much as Michigan State? What do you want me to do? Call you a bunch of cheaters? No. I've always said it. Michigan doesn't cheat. I don't believe that they cheat. I think they're bleep holes for a lot of other reasons, but I don't think they're dirty. Now look, I don't have a problem with Harbaugh calling the SEC cheaters. I don't. But what purpose does this? I mean,
That's just what he does.
It's like saying the sky is blue. We know they cheat in the SEC. We know it. And guess what? You set up a job fair at one of the dirtiest schools down there. Remember when all the Ole Miss kids transferred? Didn't he meet him at an IHOP? I mean, all that, just come on. Like, we know the SEC's dirty. I'm cool with you saying it, but what is the purpose? Hey, Tim, boobs are fun. Yeah, and? I'm just like, what? It doesn't. Why do you say it? It's like what he did with Urban Meyer.
We go down the list of the coaches, yeah.
I'm just going recently. Urban's not at Ohio State anymore. You don't need to go this route. It's about you not beating OSU. And you go, well, controversy follows wherever you go. I mean, what are you doing? There's no reason.
I don't care if Michigan does cheat. Just go in. I don't care. I don't have some moral high ground where I really care that much. I know some people want to claim that, we can't cheat. We have to do it the clean way. If everybody's cheating to win, just cheat. Just cheat and find a way to not get caught and win.
All he's going to get his head taken off.
And Michigan fans would deep down agree with me. I really don't care if you cheat. If it means you're going to win, then do it.
Yeah, man, I wish David was here for this. A little excerpt from his favorite author, John U. Bacon.
Yeah, that's right. I know he loves that.
Crossroads of college. What does that mean? Crossroads? Of what?
Yeah, I think it's about...
the edge of being relevant and irrelevant? Winning one natty in 60 years? 70 years? Not winning the Big Ten in 15 years? Like what?
Here's what it's
Crossroads
about.
of college football.
In overtime, Bacon examines the NCAA's allowance for universities to provide players with the full cost of attendance, which provides schools to factor in expenses such as travel, food, laundry, along with other costs not covered by tuition. At Michigan, Bacon reports that the figure comes in at $2,400 for out-of-state players per term, both before and after the NCAA made allowances for the full attendance costs. That number only becomes more magnified when compared to SEC programs, which according to the book totals $5,300 per term at Alabama, $5,500 at Auburn, $5,700 at Tennessee, which represents a 34% bump from the previous rate. There's a preview for John Bacon's book.
We still on?
Well,
Oh my God.
The resources at SEC, right? What much more?
Okay, you're right. They're all criminals. Listen, if you think the spending in the SEC stops with the per diem, come on, what do we do? Go ahead, Mike. I'll buy you a copy. You read it?
Hey, if it's about paying players, I'm always down to read that. Now, I believe that Michigan has plenty of resources, so I'm not going to have a... And I'm sure John did all of his research, and he's always well thought out. I get that. But
he's such a nice guy. I don't know why you don't like him.
No, the times I've met him, John's been fantastic.
I thought you were rude to him on television.
Oh, stop it.
That's so disrespectful.
You like to stir it up. No, the times I've met John, and I mean this sincerely, he's been very nice. But I would, on premise, I'll have to read necessarily buy that Michigan has far, far less resources than other schools. It's one of the biggest schools in the country with tons and tons of money and deep pockets.
248-539-9797. I'm not bent out of shape about him calling the SEC cheaters, but again, it's just not right. Not a great idea. But whatever. Go to Kyle, 97.1. What's up, Kyle?
Mike, how you doing, man?
I'm good, pal. Where you want to go? We got a bunch of things in the hopper here.
Oh, you don't want to know. So, I want to be clear here that I'm not leaning towards the side of the parents having more to lose because I do agree with you. It definitely sounds like a situation where Harbaugh and Michigan are not doing everything they can to help the kids with their transfers, and especially after you hear the comments he made in the media about players lying about depression. If they did transfer out, play somewhere else. So I do agree with you there. My question is, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but both of these players weren't really poised to be high-impact players for Michigan. So what exactly is he gaining from trying to block these players being eligible? I mean, is he just trying to prove a point that he believes they're lying?
Yes, that's my belief. If you're asking me my opinion, which you are, that to me, and again, I just believe he's very petty on surface anyway. So whether it's everything's a personal affront to him. I mean, whether it's the Pete Carroll thing, the Jim Schwartz thing, little comments to coaches or comments to D'Antonio, comments to Urban. Wow, it's just who he is. So yeah, if you're asking me, all right, I'll give you 3-1 odds. He just wants to prove his point. Give me my one-time transfer so these kids will stop lying on me.
I mean, because you get away. I mean, it's not like teams that are going to be playing anyway. Cincinnati, Georgia State, these guys aren't going to affect the outcome of Michigan season anyway. So there's really no way to block him. I guess he's just trying to be petty for a point.
It's a theory.
Causing a lot more headache now.
Well, right, and Kyle, I can't prove it, and I'm not going to die on any hill to prove it. But I'm sure as hell not going to bend myself into a Bavarian pretzel to stick up for him either, because it just kind of smells.
All right, thanks, Ron.
You got it, Kyle. I mean, ultimately it comes down, win games, people forget about it all. Lose games, it becomes a bigger issue. But the last time I checked, we're in the entertainment business. We're here to talk sports. I'm not here to ask you about your favorite White Claw flavor. Well, maybe for 5 minutes, but I'm not going to do topics on it.
See, I like the lime. A lot of people don't like it, though. It's my favorite.
Okay. Thank you. I hate you. I really do. Because now you know what the ticket texts are going to be. Let's go over to Mark out in Holly, 97.1. Mark, what's going on, buddy?
I disagree. I'm a big raspberry guy.
Yeah, you know what, Mark? I got to stop doing the one-liners because then people just run with it. Go ahead.
Mike, you got a great show. I'm a big fan. I've called many times, as I'm sure your computer tells you. I'm a Michigan graduate. Jim Harbaugh should absolutely be on the hot seat, but he should be on the hot seat because of 0-4.
Agree.
If he's 4-0, none of this matters, to me at least. He's 0-4, it all matters. And what you just said about Harbaugh is, I 100% agree with you, and that is everything is a personal affront to him. You want to criticize him for the Urban Meyer comment, which was stupid. It should not have been said. I 100% on board with that as well. The Jim Schwartz thing, the Pete Carroll thing, all of that stuff, you and I are seeing eye to eye. On this, however, I'm a lawyer. I have dealt with the NCAA. I've had clients that have had to deal with the NCAA. Yeah.
No, that's a good siren, though. This is good. Continue.
And I will tell you, I have looked at that rule book. I have tried to, and you've had people tell you how ridiculously complex it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's awful. It's worse than the tax code. All right? But I will tell you this. There is only one kind of transfer where the school you're leaving and their opinions had any effect on whether the NCAA grants the transfer or not. And that is when a student claims he has been lied to or misrepresented, which was, of course, made a lot of news around here because it was, Shea Patterson.
Mm-hmm.
Shea Patterson went out and hired the best NCAA lawyer in the country to represent him, which had a big reason why he became eligible. But you brought up the Justin Fields. Let's be clear about what Justin Fields claimed. Justin Fields, a black quarterback, claimed that there was a white, all-conference first-team baseball player from Georgia who, in an early season game last year, got up behind the Georgia football bench when and Jake Fromm was struggling and yelled, "Put the black guy in," and of course you and I both know he didn't say black guy. And when that story came to light, Georgia still attempted to block the transfer. Okay, Ole Miss tried to block Shea Patterson's transfer. The allegation here is not even that Michigan is trying to block the transfer.
Correct.
As a lawyer, if Manuel or the assistant AD is sitting in my office or Harbaugh and I'm giving advice to a client, and I gotta tell you, Mike, every time I've met with an athlete and his family, you are smart enough, and I know you're smart enough to know that those athletes and their families sit across the table from you and they say, well, this is what happened, but wink, wink, this is kind of what we could say. And you say to them, look, no. I don't need you to say anything other than the truth, okay?
Right, and that's
Don't
why.
exaggerate.
That's why this smells fishy, because you have a very specific claim that Michigan, and again, the Cincinnati thing, the report was out there, this Sims thing, they're claiming that there are inappropriate things, inaccurate things in the filing. I've never heard of that, Mark. Maybe you have. I've never heard of that.
But Mike, the NCAA, again, that is not going to affect the NCAA's review of Hudson or Sims' transfer application because it's being filed under a different section of the code. It's being filed under a different reason for the transfer. You read part of the code a few minutes ago before the break. I'm telling you, Mike, right now, okay? If I'm giving advice to Michigan or Georgia or the ADs or the coaches, I am absolutely telling you, if you are the athletic director at your alma mater, Michigan State, Mike, and you hire me and you say, Mark, these people claim that they said X, Y, and Z, I am absolutely saying 1,000% you got to correct the record. Not to hurt the kid at all, but because you have to correct the record to protect yourself and your school, because that's the kind of stuff that comes up and blows up in your face.
Yep. That's why.
You don't correct the record.
And Mark, listen, that's why I'm bringing it up, because if they're going to go out and make these accusations, someone's got to show or go, period. And all I'm asking is, look, why has this happened twice in proximity? It smells funny. It makes me wonder. So good. Then it should be pretty easy to disprove it, right? That's the whole point. It's a hell of a good phone call, but I am way over time limit. Let the record show. I gave Mark more time than maybe any caller in 2019. Really got to get to business, though. Big Power's at it again, leaving people in the dark. How many of you are messing around with candles in a power outage? I mean, are you kidding me? It's 2019. It's a nightmare. Don't do it. Go solar. Power Home Solar makes it easy to switch to solar by hooking you up with battery storage for your installation. No more searching for a flash. No more, being beholden to big power. Own your power. Power Home, the #1 residential solar provider in the state, one of the top solar installation companies in the nation. Power Home installs American-made panels. 30-year warranty. You can own your power, not just rent it from the power company. And as an official partner of the Lions, they've installed solar panels at Ford Field and Allen Park. They do it the right way. PowerHome.com. That's PowerHome.com, or you can give them a call, 1-800-SOLAR-15. Schedule your free solar consultation today. Don't rent your power. Own it with help from Power Home Solar.
Indeed, used by over 3 million businesses for hiring. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire. Indeed, proud sponsor of Radio.com Sports. This CBS Sports Minute is brought to you by Taylor Ford.
This is Jim Rome with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by the National Association of Realtors, who will stop at nothing to find you the perfect home. Quick, what is the best NFL rivalry? Packers-Bears, Dallas-Washington? Because right now the best NFL rivalry is Giants-Browns. You've got Odell Beckham saying that the Giants sent him to Cleveland to, quote, die. And then you've got that firestorm that was sparked yesterday when Baker Mayfield was quoted in GQ as saying, I cannot believe the Giants took Daniel Jones. Blows my mind, end quote. But admit it, all you Giants fans who suddenly rushed in to form the Daniel Jones army, weren't you the same people booing him when he was drafted? In which case, why were you getting all worked up about what Baker said? Why do you care what another quarterback said says about your backup quarterback. Don't waste your energy now on what a quarterback in another conference thinks about your second string quarterback. I'm Jim Rome.
Bungalow, apartment, flat, farmhouse, fort, lodge, cabin, cottage, chateau, palace, shack, crib, condo, shoebox, duplex, manor, mansion, McMansion, hutch, hut, pad, shanty, villa, castle, cave. No matter what you call it, a realtor knows how to find you the perfect home. We're more than an agent or app. We're trusted professionals serving you, your family, and community for over 100 years. That's not just what realtors do. That's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
At Fidelity, we believe nothing should come between you and your money. So we're introducing zero account fees with zero minimums to open an account. All because we want you to invest with zero trade-offs. Visit fidelity.com/value to learn more. Zero account minimums and zero account fees apply to retail brokerage accounts only. Expenses charged by investments such as funds and managed accounts and for commissions, interest charges, or other expenses for transactions may still apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, member NYSE, SIPC.
So, you open up the cabinet door and the handle just comes off in your hand, which makes you think, those cats gotta go. Life is full of challenges. Good thing there's a full-service bank to help you make the most of each. From mobile wallets to home equity loan advisors, at Comerica, every account comes with the tools, knowledge, and one-on-one support you need every step of the way. That's full-service banking, only at Comerica Bank. Raising expectations since 1849. Learn more at Comerica.com. Member FDIC, equal opportunity lender. NMLS ID 480990.
Meet Miguel. He has investments through Principal.
Hi there.
Miguel finally had the opportunity to buy his dream car in retirement. But life changed when his 16-year-old granddaughter moved in.
We're happy to have her.
With the help of his advisor, Miguel reworked his financial plan, and now that dream car looks a little different.
We just want it to be safe for her to drive.
We can help you plan for that. Principal. Investments, retirement, insurance.
Principal Life and Principal Life Insurance Companies, Principal Global Investors, Principal Securities, Inc. Member SIPC, member companies are Principal Des Moines, Iowa.
Do you live with a 10? And by 10, I mean a First Alert 10-year sealed battery smoke and carbon monoxide alarm. First Alert's 10-year sealed battery smoke and seal alarms provide trusted, reliable protection that lasts for a decade without the hassle of battery replacements and late-night battery chirps. Remember, alarms don't last forever and need to be replaced. Upgrade your home to a 10. First Alert 10-year sealed battery alarms. To learn more, visit firstalert.com/10-year or a Lowe's store today.
The next time you're in Vegas, head to the D Las Vegas. It's not on the Strip. It's in downtown Vegas. The odds are better, the party's better, and you'll feel right at home. Book your stay today at thed.com. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
Now available for download. Always Aggravated. A Mike Valenti signature podcast. Get it on radio.com and Apple iTunes.
All right, so Sully, you are obsessed with coaches on the hot seat. You can't get enough. You would do topics about this on a daily if you could, but right now you have the top 10 college coaches on the hot seat. We're going to run through all 10 of them.
Man, I'm pumped for college football. All right, yeah, 10 college football coaches with the hottest of hot seats entering the season. This is from USA Today. Starting with number 10, Willie Taggart, Florida State. No sugarcoating it. He's on the hot seat. You agree?
I mean, geez, like what? If he goes 7-5, they're going to clip him? I think he would need to miss a bowl game for them to get rid of him. I mean, season tickets are terrible. I know that. I got a buddy who went to Florida State. Apparently, Central Florida sold more season tickets than them. Yeah, I'd say he belongs on the hot seat, but we have to define it. Certain guys, certain things are acceptable and not at certain places. He misses a bowl game? Yeah, I can see them firing.
What about Randy Edsall, Connecticut? How about that name for
I
you?
think the program should be on the hot seat. UConn probably shouldn't have a Division I football program anymore.
Yeah.
They've ruined it. There was a time they were very relevant. They were competitive. I think they screwed up their conference affiliation. Now I think they're going independent for a time. Attendance is awful. It's a total disaster. So to me, like, it's not just the coach. You're talking about UConn going the way of UMass. Neither program should probably exist. Sorry.
All right, a couple of lesser names here. I'm honestly just curious if you have any opinion at all on these guys. Philip Montgomery from Tulsa.
got some big opinion about Philip Montgomery, the head coach at Tulsa.
I wanted to see.
On an
You're also
afternoon drive radio show in Detroit.
You're the same guy who named every mascot in the NCAA tournament. So I was just wondering if you had any opinion on him at
The
all.
only thing I know about Tulsa is they're going to rotate their quarterbacks, and their offense could be absolutely terrible. Mike,
Let's get to the bigger name. Some guy from
what are you doing to me?
Some guy from San Jose State next. But let's just skip over that. Go to
San
Matt.
Jose State.
That's the two that are on here. It's that mixed up with a bunch of bigger names.
Why don't you ask me about the job security of the football coach at Lawrence Tech?
Hey, I'm surprised if you don't have an opinion on it. Matt Luke, Ole Miss. Luke walked into a tight spot at Ole Miss after the conclusion of the Hugh Freeze era and NCAA penalties. Gives him a pass for last season, but not this season.
Yeah, they've got to have a winning record. They've got to.
That was awesome.
Gus Malzahn, Auburn.
Fire him immediately. The guy's terrible. If it wasn't for one of the biggest buyouts in America, he wouldn't be there. They owe him $26 million if they fire him this year, $13 million of which is due in the first 30 days. Gus Malzahn's awful.
It says Auburn heads into the season looking strong enough to contend for a New Year's Six bowl, but not quite up to the challenge of reaching the playoff.
Anything short of them making a really nice bowl game, winning 9 games or more, I think 8 is danger zone, 7 the whack 'em.
How about Louis Smith, Illinois? Number 4 on the list.
I mean, look,
9-27 after 3 seasons.
I don't know how Lovie Smith ever got the phone call to get hired again. I don't even know how this fits. But he's starting to get some players. Excuse me. Mike, if they can't go out and win 5 or 6 games this year, you gotta get rid of them. It's ridiculous. I mean, attendance is nowheresville. The program's dead as a doorknob. His beard makes him look like he's 120 years old. Yeah, he absolutely should be firmly on the hot seat.
All right, Chris Ash, Rutgers, 1-11 overall.
Should have been fired last year.
Winless in Big Ten play a year ago.
How did they bring him back?
I don't know.
What's his
It
overall
says
record?
he's well regarded by his peers. That's why.
Rutgers football was the most helpless thing I saw all last fall. Helpless. Hapless. No juice. No interest. No recruit. No development. And terrible football helmets that looked they were bought from a thrift store. Chris Ash should have been fired last year.
Who wants pizza? Number 2, this is pretty high for this guy on the list before we get to the obvious number 1. Number 2, how about the name Bob Davie at New Mexico? Just terrible. The Lobos have followed up back-to-back bowl berths with matching 3 and 9 records in the past 2 seasons. That's just a guy you don't hear much about.
Mike, it's New Mexico. What do they expect? They'll make a bowl game every 3 or 4 years. Wasn't Bob Davie running the option at New Mexico? Like, I don't know. I thought he sucked at Notre Dame. What do you think? The dry air is going to make him smarter down in Albuquerque?
No.
Sure, fire him, hire him, keep him, let him go. Who
He was
cares?
on ESPN for a while, too.
It's New Mexico football.
process, pre-approval. You know, any questions you have, they're going to be immediately answering. And if you don't believe me, though, just go online and look. They have over 750 5-star reviews that just keep pouring in. Their mission, get to 1,000 5-star reviews in 2019. Now, how do they do that? It's simply by providing VIP service to every one of their clients. They do a great job with it. Rates are lower than ever before in 2019, so if you're thinking about doing a summer project, any home repairs, certainly if you're buying a house, if you're refinancing, call them today. They offer a free 5-minute mortgage review with their home loan experts. Call 248-308-5000 or just go online and chat. Super easy feature to use, davidhallmortgage.com. That's 248-308-5000.
broadcast to people like you who can't fathom even the remote possibility that their school didn't do something. That is astonishing. It really is. It's astonishing why you would ever choose to live that way. It just is truly remarkable. And I gotta be honest, it makes me hate you. And I don't even know you. Like, I hate your thought process. I hate everything you're about. Because you remind me of, like, these idiots in this country that just blindly support a political party. Both sides of the aisle. You can't agree with everything all the time. It doesn't work that way. That's not life. Like, I always love Spartan fans who get mad at me and they go, well, he's the greatest coach in the history of the school. I don't care. That doesn't mean you can't have a bad Saturday afternoon. Or do a bad job of hiring or firing or recruiting or in-game decision making. And I can't imagine living in a world where, oh, it's perfect. No, it's not possible fate does something wrong. I mean, like, here, you want an example? I'll give you an example. Show the world I live. So I had this as like a D-list topic, but Michigan State announced 2019 football game day initiative. Now let me tell you what a collection of half-assed, half-measured, happy horse bleep this is. Because I've already told you, I think we got a no-show AD. I don't think Bateman knows what the hell he's doing. I think he's a yes man. I don't think he's a major market AD. And I've already told you, I think Michigan State's game days for football, they have basically attacked their fan base for the better part of a decade. They have made it impossible for students to have a good time. They've kicked students off of campus basically tailgating. They've made it impossible for alumni to enjoy themselves with restrictions, rules, and the actual process of getting into Spartan Stadium, much less enjoying a game day there with rancid hot dogs and incapable concessions and, I don't know, something about peeing into a trough that just really doesn't resonate with me at 38 years old. They're garbage. I mean, it's a garbage product. So when I read this, it's frustrating. Talk about Michigan State opening the season. Quote, enhancing the fan experience continues to be a priority for Spartan Athletics, said Bill Beekman. In the offseason, we developed several new initiatives covering areas such as tailgating, concessions, team introductions, and in-game entertainment, all with the intent to provide a better experience to our fans. Really? Continue to provide? How about try starting it? Banner graphics honoring each of MSU's 86 first-team All-Americas will be displayed throughout the concourse. Don't care. A Gruff Sparty selfie station. A mural in the North Concourse highlighting some of the top plays in Spartan history. Spartan fans will also notice new field-level LED boards placed on both the north and south end zone walls. All right, not a total fart noise, but are we going to do anything to make the actual stadium not look like a prison? No? Okay, we'll move on. Fans of all ages have the opportunity to participate in activities prior to each home game. The Meyer Fan Fest at Munn Field in front of IM West. They also have a tailgate show by a radio station, I'm not saying their name, hosted by a guy, I'm not saying their name because I'm not giving a free plug, broadcasting live. Yes, standing out at Munn Field and watching a pregame radio show. Oh, the excitement coursing through my veins. Hungry and thirsty Spartan fans lining up to purchase concessions will be able to keep track of the action while waiting in line on one of 55 TV monitors that have been installed. Wow. Welcome to 2000. You mean 2019's the year that we get television while we miss half a quarter to get ice-cold hot chocolate? And I'm not talking about the hipster hot chocolate that's intentionally cold hot chocolate that you would pay $8 for in a Dumbo or Williamsburg cafe. I'm talking about ice-cold hot chocolate because MSU has the worst concessions of any high school in America. But this right here speaks to what a Mickey Mouse garbage operation MSU's football program and athletics are. You ready for this? A new concession item makes its debut this year. Sure to be a fan favorite in 2019. It's Ben's Soft Pretzels. These homage-inspired gourmet soft pretzels will be available outside of Section 8. Well, hooray, Mr. Beekman.
That sounds great.
Hooray indeed.
Love
You
some
mean
soft
to
pretzels.
tell me that fans that end up with a sore ass from the school sexing them up for cash get a whole one new item?
Wait a minute, though. Like, is it actually a soft pretzel, or is it? I mean, because if it's actually going to be a soft pretzel, that sounds kind of interesting. I might go up there for that. When's the last time you actually got a soft pretzel at a venue?
The answer would be never.
All right, so I'm just saying. So that sounds.
You're right. In a stadium that, well, who are we kidding? We don't sell out games anymore.
Well, yeah.
But even at 60,000 people, 70,000, you have one pretzel stand outside of Section 8, and you have the church bells between your legs to act like that's a major initiative? How about adjusting tailgating times? How about not handing people tickets for having a cigar? How about you stop me?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I couldn't rest. I ate a turkey sandwich.
Oh boy.
I know, and I missed the garbage. They came like right when I hung up.
Dang it.
I know, but I did read about the chicken, and yeah, it's a no-go.
Okay. Steak it is then.
Do you still have to go by the office?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna have a beer, but
What's that?
I was gonna have a beer, but I thought you were gonna be coming straight home, and
Well, we're on our way to the office. We'll be there in probably about 15, 20 minutes. And then head straight home from there.
okay, that's good.
Why don't you,
All right, babe. Why am I what?
I was going to say pull the steaks out and let them thaw out a little bit.
I'm hanging up your shirts. I washed your shirts, and I'll just wash your jeans tonight. If they're that filthy, I didn't want to wash them with your shirts anyway. And I washed my bras with your shirts. So.
Oh, they got excited, I bet.
They did.
I thought so.
They were really...
Really
I can't
stiff.
reach the freaking underwear in the back.
Were they really stiff?
Nah, they were kind of limp.
Oh, Jesus.
You're funny. I feel much better now after my violently throwing up twice.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. All right, baby doll.
Okay, dear.
I love you.
Love you too. We'll see you in just a
I
little
don't
bit.
think these socks are dry. Okay.
Okay.
Bye, baby.
Bye.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah?
Where did all that beer come from?
I bought 2 cases again.
When?
Sunday?
Well, how come I just didn't even see him until today?
I don't know.
So weird. Okay.
Maybe you'd been drinking too much of the beer.
No. I just didn't even notice him. All right, my love.
All right, dear.
I love you.
Love you.
Bye.
It's a beautiful day. Shut up. I don't have a Segway. Go buy a Cadillac. Suburban Cadillac of Troy. Pension GM employees and eligible family members. Damn hurt my voice because I get so angry at those idiots up there. It's time to, not Suburban Cadillac of Troy, the idiots in East Take advantage of exceptional lease offers. 2019 Cadillac Escalade, luxury edition, sunroof, remote start, and more.
Hello.
Well, Annie took half of the whole box, half of one of them,
Whole box of what?
the beer. She took a half of a case
Nice.
with her. And Monsters, Pepsi, and one ginger ale.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna start shopping
Okay,
for
babe.
them too.
Yeah. Okay, bye, baby.
.com. That's a good deal. The opposite of a Beekman Express, suburban Cadillac of Troy.
Considering a hot tub? Allstate Home Leisure of Novi is holding a battle of the brands. Jacuzzi hot tubs, Sundance spas, fantasy spas, and more. When manufacturers compete, you win. It's the battle of the brands under the Big Tent at Allstate Home Leisure on Novi Road this Thursday through Sunday only.
Amy, what brings you into the Xfinity store?
I heard a drum roll. What's the big announcement?
It's the Xfinity Best Deal of the Year on internet and TV.
That deserves better. Give me the stakes.
But we're talking huge savings.
I heard that.
Plus even more savings when you add Xfinity Mobile.
That calls for a little.
Amy?
Sometimes you gotta let the stakes take the wheel, you know?
Hurry today. The Xfinity Best Deal of the Year ends September 5th. That's simple, easy, awesome. Get huge savings on internet and TV with the top 4 networks included for only $70 a month for 2 years with a 2-year agreement. With 2 years of DVR service and 1 year of Showtime included. And ask about even more savings when you add Xfinity Mobile. You could get $250 back. Don't miss it. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Requires paper filling and on-site. Restrictions apply. Extra TV and flash internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees, including BTV and RSN fees extra and subsidy change. After 2-year agreement term and a 1-year Showtime promo, regular rates apply.
This is Roberta Jusena. I've heard so many people say that small businesses are the backbone of the economy, and it's true. Ever stop to think about the type of small business you would love to open up? Bank of America is committed to supporting entrepreneurs here in the Detroit area, whatever your business needs may be. Bank of America can help you get things done. It doesn't matter if you've been established for years or still working on that perfect business model. What would you like the power to do? Take the next step today and learn more at bankofamerica.com.
Here's Howie Long for Skechers Wide Fit Footwear.
I'm 6'5", and I can tell you there are certain challenges in life that only big guys understand. Regular clothes don't fit. Heck, regular cars don't fit. But when it comes to shoes, Skechers gets it. That's why I wear Skechers Wide Fit. They've got extra room throughout, giving you room to breathe. And they've got Skechers exclusive air-cooled memory foam for comfort that lasts all day long.
Find Skechers Wide Fit at a Skechers store near you or wherever stylish shoes are sold. Skechers, comfort included.
When is a pencil more than a pencil? When it takes me from art class
To gallery walls worldwide. Staples is your back-to-school destination. Find all the supplies and inspiration you need. Come in store this week for great deals under $1. Now, Staples one-subject notebooks are just 25 cents each, and 2 pocket paper folders are only 15 cents each. Staples, back to school and beyond. In-store only. Offer ends 8/24/19. Limit 5 on paper folders, limit 30 on notebooks. While supplies last.
Tomorrow, 4 till 8, 97.1 The Ticket Street Team and the Ford Technology Tour head to Bill McDonald Ford in St. Clair. Learn about the latest technology offered by Ford. You could win a $5,000 American Express gift card. Details at 971theticket.com. Let your voice be heard. Call the G Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket studio line at 248-539-9797. The D Las Vegas, the home for Detroit sports in Vegas. Your season ticket to Detroit sports.
All right, now, Sully, you stressed a few concerns after that, which I'll get to you momentarily. Some of the ticket text coming in, I see how this is going to go. You're going to miss my greater point. Gourmet cheese with those pretzels? Question mark. Mike, did you just say the pretzels were Amish-inspired gourmet? vintage Valenti right there. The MSU fan experience isn't great, but they have added a lot of good food options the last few years. I'm going to the Tulsa game now just to try these pretzels. Somebody calm Mike down before he dies. Mike, I'm standing applauding you ripping MSU's game day. Look, I'm passionate about it. You guys know how I feel about all right now. Live sports has never been worse to me. The fan experience has never been worse live. And it personally offends me that these idiots who run MSU's game days ruin something that for a long time was a big part of my life. It's a garbage product. The in-game, at-game, pre-game, post-game, the way they treat you, the impossibilities of it, it's trash. I'm offended by it. I don't know if you identify with me. Maybe you're a Michigan fan and you don't like your game day experience. I don't know. I don't make a habit of going to the big house. A Piston fan, Tiger fan, I don't know if anything compares to college football. And the difference is when you go to other places, which I've been lucky enough to do, they make you feel welcome. They make you feel like they want you there, like they're happy to have you there, and they try to have you enjoy yourself. Go to Notre Dame, go to Wisconsin, go to West Virginia, go to Ole Miss, go to Ohio State, and then go to Michigan State. They make you feel like they're doing you the favor by allowing you to get price gouged, and even allowing you and your peasant friends on campus. They've ruined it. MSU game days used to be one gigantic party. You know what it is now? Tumbleweed and concrete. Tumbleweed and concrete. They booted all the students off campus. You want to know why kids don't want to go to games anymore? It's a pain in the ass. They got to line up like a cow taking a bolt to the skull at a slaughterhouse to even get into the games. People, you get a ticket if you smoke a cigar. Tailgate times, limitations, parking lot problem, the construction problem, the traffic flow problem, breaking up of tailgates, this clumsy process of even selecting your lot. It just, all of it, it's all bad. They run a scam on people with the whole seat selection. They withhold good seats. They play pretend with people. And then the worst part, they sit there and they have their brokerage. They're whoring themselves out for the secondary market, releasing tickets the week of the game, so opposing fans or fans who don't buy season tickets can line up and buy them at a better price. So to hell with all of them. Go ahead, Sully. What's your concern?
No, I mean, I think it's that was very well said and certainly passionate about it.
But what do you want to do with it?
Well, here's what I want to do with it, because we're getting tons of people texting that they identify and they agree with what you're saying. I just want to know, like, for all the people locally, do you have that same type of issue, passion with your team? And that's what I mean. Like, you just went through and outlined so many different issues you have with the stadium experience. I simply just want to know from people if they identify with that. If they think going to LCA can be like that, going to Comerica Park, going to Ford Field, going to Michigan Stadium. If you really think it's that bad where it just seems like you go in the stadium and nothing can be right. Or the live experience at these stadiums has just gotten worse over the years. Because you know what? It used to be, and I sound like old guy here, you know what? It used to be, dare I say, magical, fun to go to a game. Back in my day, I would go sit front row with my alumni sweater. You know what I mean? Like, there used to be an allure to going to the game. You know what I mean? Being at the game used to mean something, and now I think people are just to a point where they want to sit in their basement, they want to watch a game on their entertainment center. I don't think there is that magic about going to a live game anymore, like kind of there used to be. And Mike, I've been to plenty of games at Michigan State. I've been to tons of games at Spartan Stadium. Now, where I disagree with you is that I love the tailgate because, A, I don't put on the tailgate, I just show up to tailgates and get drunk and have a great time.
Yeah, but even the idea of lots are barren. There is no connection. There is no feeling the entire campus is enjoying themselves.
Yep.
They've ruined it. They've taken the students off of campus to tailgate. They've ruined everything. So you're right, Mike. You can go and have a singular, myopic view of I went to Bob's tailgate. Bob made good food. The idea was you used to enjoy dozens of tailgates, all connected to each other. A feeling of community, a feeling of electricity, that the whole campus was ready to roll. And they ruined it.
Well, and I will say, the game experience inside of Spartan Stadium, I do think is terrible. I go to a couple games a year generally. The concessions are not good. Sure, the bathroom lines are terrible. The stadium itself, I don't think Spartan Stadium is very nice. I know they've done some renovations that are nice in the north end zone or whatever, but overall, Spartan Stadium is just not very nice, I don't think, and it could be a lot better. But no, but I really do think, and that's kind of what I want to know from the people, it does extend beyond just Spartan Stadium. That's your example. People have to have other examples here. I told the story on here plenty of times. I went to El City last year, went to a Red Wings game with a small group of people. I simply go to one of the bars there, order a round of mixed drinks for everybody at the game. I'm talking about basic stuff, Captain and Coke, vodka soda type things. I get the bill for, I think it was 5 people, and it's $82 for some mixed drinks and some doubles. It's crazy.
You know what you can do for $82 at home?
Yeah, you know
here, I know. There's siren. Bottom line, Mike, when I started doing the math on what I was spending on tickets and tailgate, I told my wife, here's the deal. If we end up missing it, we can always go back, because who are we kidding? It's not like MSU tickets or Green Bay Packer tickets in the 50s. Mike, we can do whatever the hell we want and still come out saving 90% on the bill. They'll never get guys like me back. I got plenty of buddies my age, went to school there. They didn't re-up. People like me are dropping like flies. I hope that stadium's empty, because they need a shake-up up there at MSU.
But in the bigger picture, though, it's kind of like what you're saying. I think a lot of fans do go to games and go to stadiums and feel like they're getting worked, or feel like they're getting just like the prices are way too crazy.
The only enjoyable college games I go to now are when I travel for them. Dead serious.
Yeah, and even I'll equate it to Michigan. The times when I've sat in Michigan Stadium, which I've seen plenty of games, it's extremely uncomfortable.
Michigan tailgating, way better feel. The golf course, huge advantage.
Sure, that's right.
There is a feeling that, hey, everyone's here for this big event. There's a feeling of connection. There's just this energy to it. And I hate Michigan and everyone who supports them, but it is better there. MSU is an ass-backwards lemonade stand run by incompetent people, period. End of story, that's that. They have ruined the football game day experience, and they'll never get me back. It would have to be a complete 180. So
honestly, I think there's plenty of people that would identify with that.
No, I don't think so.
I really do. I think there's plenty of people that do not go to a lot of games anymore because they feel like parking, concessions, they're getting worked.
Help Sully out. Do you agree with Sully? 248-539-9797. Go ahead.
I want to hear from the people. Here's some stories like that. Your passion last segment, I feel like we can channel that with some other people, Michigan State or otherwise. It's true. I know people are passionate about this.
97.
You know what I'm passionate about? Coppercraft Distillery. Absolutely love it. They have some fantastic products, including their award-winning bourbon, whiskey, gin, vodka, and definitely their canned cocktails. Speaking of stadiums, now if you want to go to a stadium and have a fun time, go to Comerica Park and go to the Coppercraft Bar, because it's a great time up there. And Coppercraft, I met with the team at Coppercraft last week. Talked to them about some stuff. I'll tell you what, guys, this company, this Michigan company, they have so much going on. They have so much new things on the way. They just have done a really good job of, not only branding, but I think their product speaks for itself. They win a ton of awards, and it's worth your time to check out. Coppercraft Distillery. Learn more at coppercraftdistillery.com, and certainly all over social media as well. Coppercraft Distillery, Holland, Michigan.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts. There's a brand new accident on US 23 northbound just after Washington Avenue. On and Warren, a crash is blocking the 2 right lanes on Van Dyke northbound north of Chicago. 94 westbound traffic moving slowly from M39 to just after Telegraph due to construction. Eastbound delays can be expected in pockets from Haggerty to Easter Roads. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts for do-it-right deals and get O'Reilly gift cards after meal and rebate on select purchases. Only at O'Reilly Auto Parts. I'm Michelle Pena in the WWJ 24-hour traffic center.
Jamie and Stoney. Mornings. Coming up Thursday morning at 7:25. Your chance to win $2,000 in the 2 Grand Slam. And at 7:45, what are some of the greatest rushes to judgment in sports history? Jamie and Stoney. Mornings, 6 to 10.
It started with a road trip into the American Midwest. Huntington bankers with one mission, to understand how people made sense of money. And that's how we met the Garcias.
How do we control money? Highlighters. Every Sunday, we go over all our statements and we highlight the hotspots.
And that's how we came up with intelligent text alerts that help watch over your money. Our customers give us the best ideas. Huntington, Welcome, and the FDIC.
Okay, I guess we're not doing it until Friday anyway, so.
Huntington.com.
Alright,
I came here with a lot of questions, and
I'm
what
gonna
attracted
save
me
her
was
there
that I
and
met
get
a
her
lot of different
stolen out of the
people
back
who
of the
could
truck.
help.
It's close by. Has the program
Okay,
on
we'll see ya.
specializing in Florida College.
I have a lot of different resources that can help me